Fani Willis and special prosecutor in Trump RICO case accused of witness tampering and encouraging false testimony. Law and crime. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade tampered with a witness and suborned perjury, a Friday court filing in the ongoing disqualification controversy alleges. As the effort to remove the prosecutors from the racketeering RICO and election interference case brought against Donald Trump enters its waning days, the new claims come in a 20-page response that largely argues for the application of certain legal standards. The district attorney and special assistant district attorney sought up Wade engaged in a coordinated campaign to tamper with a witness and encourage the witness to present false testimony, the filing reads. The brief was filed in Fulton County Superior Court by Atlanta-based defense attorney Christopher Anulovich on behalf of co-defendant Robert Shealy, an Alpharetta-based attorney who is accused of providing state legislators with false evidence of electoral fraud in the aftermath of Trump's loss to Joe Biden in the 2020 election. Shealy's witness tampering and perjury allegations draw on two things. One, testimony from the 4-day hearing over claims of nepotism and self-dealing before Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee, and 2, a post-hearing request to reopen the evidence filed by co-defendant David Schaefer, the one-time Georgia GOP chair who prosecutors claim was integral to the fake electors plot. Another witness describes a phone call. As Law and Crime previously reported, Schaefer's request proposes the testimony of Cindy Lee Yeager, a prosecutor in nearby Cobb County. Yeager's testimony was offered to substantiate claims made by Terrence Bradley, Wade's former divorce lawyer and law partner, regarding the timeline of the DA's relationship with the man she put in charge of the most consequential criminal case in Peach State history. Bradley said the two prosecutors, absolutely, began dating before Willis hired Wade, but that was out of court, when testifying under oath. However, Bradley said he could not recall, or was only speculating about various details about the Willis-Wade relationship, including when the since-admitted tryst began. The defense also offered Yeager's testimony to refute key aspects of Bradley's testimony, both about the nature of claims regarding the relationship and Bradley's interactions with Willis herself. From the Schaefer motion, in or around September of 2023, Mr. Bradley was visiting Ms. Yeager in her office when Mr. Bradley received a telephone call. Ms. Yeager could hear that defense attorneys have tried to make hay out of claims that Wade has been overpaid for his work and is otherwise not sufficiently qualified for the job his then-girlfriend allegedly hired him to do. Those arguments have not found much traction in McAfee's courtroom. The bigger issue with Yeager's alleged claim about the phone call, rather, is if Bradley misrepresented his relationship with the district attorney, and the district attorney's office did not correct the record for the court. If the judge finds Yeager a credible witness, that could mean trouble for the state's case. Still, Schaefer's motion stopped well short of outright accusing Willis and Wade of witness tampering. Notably, the alleged phone call between Bradley and Willis purportedly occurred over 3 months before defense attorney Ashley Merchant, who represents co-defendant Michael Roman, filed the disqualification motion in early January of this year. Shealy's response also cites another phone call referenced during Bradley's 2 times on the stand, in mid-February and late February. Bradley also testified that another attorney, Gabe Banks, a friend and former Fulton County aide with Fani Willis, and whose wife currently works at the district attorney's office, called him in advance of his testimony, the Shealy filing reads. Mr. Bradley then took the stand and disclaimed any personal knowledge of the relationship between the district attorney and Sada Wade, even though he had previously conveyed such knowledge to counsel for Roman and to Cobb aide Ms. Yeager. During his testimony, Bradley discussed the phone call he received from former prosecutor and current defense attorney Gabe Banks. That phone call, Merchant established, came out of the blue, and had something to do with Bradley potentially testifying in the disqualification case. The defense had been trying to establish Banks made the call on Wade's behalf, and told Bradley not to testify, after Wade called Banks, with limited success. After a series of typically forgetful, hesitating, and hedging answers, Merchant also got Bradley to testify that Banks brought up Bradley's obligations to abide by the attorney-client privilege, the implication being that Bradley should not talk about Wade's affair with Willis. Still, Bradley testified, he did not see the call from Banks as a threat.
As you leave the page, kindly hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so as yet. Thank you.